This is Randy Rosetta with HubCpreps.com with the video edition of the Pirate Podcast, sponsored by Grease Monkey. Hudson and Kaden, pretty...
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Kaden.
That's all right. Hey, I'll give you the camera. You may be better at this than I am, for all I know. You guys took care of business. I'm going to say this as politely as I can. Against Wichita Falls Legacy, you guys had the big lead. Coaches were able to kind of empty the bench and get some guys, including Kaden. You got a chance to go in and take some snaps at quarterback. I think I'm not sure people realize you are officially the backup quarterback to Ryan Rodriguez. So it's always good to have that kind of game in district. You don't necessarily expect it, but what did you guys gain from what you did, and especially in that first half, to kind of give your younger guys a chance to get out there and see what they could do?
Yes, I think we kind of just started like we needed to, and how we are used to kind of playing. The kind of tradition around here is we start fast and we get going, and I feel like we haven't been as efficient as we have been in the past this year. And it was great to kind of put those guys in and give them that opportunity to go out and have fun and give them a chance to earn the spot. I know a lot of ideas were thrown in some coach's head just due to some play on Friday, and it's always great to get everybody in.
Coaches like to know what they've got when they need it, and we're going to talk about you in that regard in a second, Kaden. But as an offensive lineman, seeing young guys out there, you had to earn your chance to get out there at some point. What did you see about some of those young guys that kind of encouraged you about the future?
Yes, sir. I think just like when I was younger, we all got a lot to work on. And even I got a lot to work on now. But seeing them and how they go out there and compete now, it makes me real excited to see just how much further we can take this team. And if one of the starting five gets hurt, I'll be confident that we can have someone step up and keep rolling like we usually do.
So, Kaden, we're not going to jinx it and talk about if Ryan were to get dinged up, but you're the backup quarterback. You're starting defensive end, but you're also the backup quarterback, and it helps to get reps. It helps for you to get out there, because it's a little bit different than going against practice against your guys. How much did that help you moving forward, both confidence-wise and just execution-wise?
It just gave me the belief, honestly, that God forbid that were to happen to him, then the confidence that I can go out there and compete with all those guys and still execute our game plan. Honestly, that's the team impact that I have, I think, and executing is the main goal of mine. So, yeah.
You told me before the season you were basically just a wildcat quarterback. Well, I saw some of those numbers. You were flinging the ball around a little bit too, so you've got something hanging off the right side of your body there that's able to get the. How much did that kind of surprise you that the coaches were like, let's see what he can do in these situations?
Yeah, I think that the coaching staff just has complete trust in me, and I have complete trust in them, and so that two-way street, again, the confidence that we're talking about, the confidence that I have in our coaching staff and that they have in me to be able to go out there and play to the best of my ability. I just really appreciate it,
Hudson, when you see Kaden get his chance to do that, what did that do for you guys to see a guy who's usually on the other side of the ball against you in practice to go out there and kind of show what he can do on that side of the ball?
It was great. I've always known Kaden to have that arm. I've played YFL and middle school football with him forever, and seeing him back out there launching that thing definitely made me happy, and the rest of the guys happy, knowing that we got depth on this team, and it's always fun watching somebody get the ball and chuck it down there or catch it. So it was a real fun experience.
Was there any discussion of you getting the ball handed to you or running some routes?
I really have been trying.
I like it. Let's do it, man.
I think we should.
So, in all seriousness, we'll switch gears here, because you come back home. You got Abilene Cooper this week, who's struggled a little bit this year, but Wichita Falls Legacy is a first-year program. It's hard to talk about any tradition they've built yet, but Abilene Cooper does have some tradition. Lubbock Cooper's played them in the past. You kind of have to buckle back in, kind of re-sharpen that focus, Kaden. What do you guys have to do against them to keep momentum building now?
Well, our motto here at Cooper is tradition is earned, and we know that those guys have earned tradition throughout all the years, and so that tradition plays into the effort that they play with, and obviously the play calls, the depth that they have also. It's we know that they're a very good team no matter what their record says. So again, for us, we just have to execute the game plan, do what we know how to do, play tough football.
And I know comparative scores are they're not worth much, but their one win was a pretty impressive night against Coronado that you guys got to look at as well. What does that do to kind of get your attention when you've looked at video of them?
Yes, sir. They're definitely a team that no matter their record, if we go out there and play them and, just think about their record, 1-4, they can come and beat us our homecoming game on our home turf. So, we definitely gotta lock in and know that, this is a team that can jump on any mistakes that we make. So we gotta prepare efficiently like they're a 6-0 team. Nothing should change.
For both of you guys, Coach mentioned this to me last week. We're getting to the point of the season where every game you go out and have success and win, you start to kind of gain something from that. You get closer to where you're wanting to be at the end of the season. You got 2 district wins behind you. You've got a 3rd one coming. You still got 3 more behind that. But Kaden, how is that focus for this team, knowing, okay, if we take care of business this week, then we can kind of start thinking this is what we want to do?
I'm sure some people would like to say it's gotten tough throughout the season to keep that focus, but me personally, I think again the tradition that we have is every week is you're gonna play 100%, 110%. So just giving 100% effort, it's not going to change no matter how deep we are in the playoffs or how early it is in the season. Every single week is going to be max to the max.
I mean, you've got to focus on whoever stepped in at your defensive end spot, too. You've got to make sure you're fighting them off.
Yeah.
Who was it? Who slid into the defensive end job when you were...
Yeah, his name is Case Romero. He's a great kid. Love him to death.
How did he do?
I think he did pretty solid. I was focused on the offensive side of the ball during the game a little bit, but I'll have to go watch some film, give him some tips. But I think, from what I've heard, I think he did a pretty great job.
And again, we'll shift back to being in all seriousness. Now, you guys have gotten used to now life without Jackson Austin, having another offensive weapon like you that can step in and do some things. What kind of wrinkle could that add for you guys?
Yeah, losing Jackson, obviously, it sucks, but we gotta keep that mindset of next man up mentality. And Deuce Johnson's done a really good job of stepping up. I think that he's a great leader in this program, and he'll continue to do that next year, obviously. And then we've got Ryan back there that can do the things that he can do, and then Michael Deaver, obviously. So just because we lose Jackson, which sucks, obviously, but just because we lose him doesn't mean that we're gonna change anything. It's next man up mentality.
And you've got a guy built almost like Hudson back there too, and RJ.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried blocking head to head with him to see?
I haven't, but
that man is a beast.
Probably for a reason the coaches know I'm gonna mess him up a little bit. So
all right.
They're trying to keep him good. But I think with Jackson being out, like Kaden said, it's really sad as a friend and as a family because he is part of our family. But I like to kind of take the mindset and pass it along to the rest of the line that we should be able to make that whole for anybody. Put anybody at running back. It starts with us, both sides of the ball. So we just gotta lead the team and kind of support them.